What's up with it? Yeah, everything's smooth. I'm on the field right now.
Okay, so we're going to take a deep dive into something pretty big, culturally speaking.
Definitely, yeah.
The Super Bowl.
Huge, right?
It's more than just a game at this point, right?
Yeah.
It's like this massive spectacle that kind of reflects where we are, as a society, what we value, all that.
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. It's this intersection of sports, entertainment, advertising.
Yeah.
It's like holding up a mirror to American culture, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this year, well, we've got Kendrick Lamar headlining the halftime show.
Yeah.
And that's a choice. That speaks volumes, I think.
It really does. I mean, you've got Kendrick, this incredibly complex, critically acclaimed artist.
Pulitzer Prize winner.
Pulitzer Prize winner, exactly. I mean, he's not just like a pop star with catchy tunes. His lyrics, they're dense. They dissect, life's complexities.
Definitely. And it's not like, your typical like party anthems or anything. You look at an album like To Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh, yeah.
There's you on there.
Yeah.
It's like this raw self-examination of depression, survivor's guilt.
It's sonically experimental, too. It's almost painful to listen to at times.
It is. It's jarring, but it's like essential to understanding his depth as an artist.
Absolutely, and you can see that evolution in his music. I mean, if you go back to his earlier work, like Good Kid, M.A.80 City,
Yeah,
incredible album. It was this vivid portrait of Compton, right? Grappling with gang violence, societal pressures, but even then you could see those glimmers of his ambition. You know what I mean?
Like in that skit. Shireen, a.k.a. Master Splinter's daughter.
Exactly. That's the way he weaves storytelling, social commentary, character development into this, 4-minute track.
It's like a film condensed into a song, basically.
Look at that. His music is cinematic. That's a good way to put it.
Okay, so we know his music is complex, layered, all that.
Yeah.
But the Super Bowl stage is a different beast. We've seen iconic performances there before, right?
Oh, yeah, some legendary ones.
Prince battling the elements, Beyonce's unapologetic Black Power salute. I mean, how does...
Now, I've been thinking about a guest performance. Damn.
Kendrick fit into this lineage?
Yeah,
that's a good question. I think you got to consider the context, right? Prince, Beyonce, they were challenging norms for their time. Now you have Kendrick, a rapper who delves into systemic issues, mental health, Black identity on this massive platform.
Right.
It says something about how the Super Bowl itself and its audience have evolved. I mean, it's almost like a validation of hip-hop's cultural power in a way.
Yeah, and speaking of hip-hop, we can't talk about Kendrick without mentioning the elephant in the room.
Drake comparison, right?
Exactly. Drake's influence is undeniable. He's a master of melody, creating that personal, relatable feeling.
For sure.
But I think their music speaks to different things. You know, take Drake's God's Plan. It's about generosity, success, and good vibes.
Yeah, feel-good anthem, for sure.
Exactly. Now, contrast that with Kendrick's The Blacker the Berry.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's furious, defiant. It confronts racism head-on. They're both reaching massive audiences, but they're speaking different truths.
That's a great point. And it's that contrast that I think makes their supposed rivalry so fascinating. It's not really about who's better. It's about recognizing the spectrum within hip-hop, you know?
For sure. And they have collaborated in the past.
Oh, yeah, poetic justice.
Exactly. It shows there's mutual respect there, even if they have different approaches. Okay, so shifting gears a bit, let's talk about what we can expect from Kendrick's performance. We know he doesn't just perform. He creates experiences.
Oh, he's a master of that.
Like that Grammy performance with the chain gang imagery, the stark lighting. It was raw and powerful.
So how does that translate to the Super Bowl? That's the question.
Right. Because it has its constraints.
It does. It's a family-friendly event. There's a lot of eyes watching.
Oh, he toned down the social commentary or used this platform to amplify it? I mean...
Who knows? He could go either way.
The Super Bowl reaches beyond just core hip-hop fans, right?
Huge audience.
It's a chance to spark a dialogue on a national, even global scale.
And we've seen those moments before, right? Think about Beyonce's Black Panther homage.
Yeah.
That wasn't just visuals. It sparked conversations about race representation, police brutality.
Exactly. Given Kendrick's history, do you think he could create a similar touchstone? Something that gets people thinking critically about, mass incarceration, generational trauma?
I think it's definitely possible. I mean, look at his lyrics. They're full of social commentary.
They are.
And the Super Bowl. That's a platform unlike any other to get those messages out there.
And that's what makes this so much more than just entertainment, right?
Exactly.
This is a cultural moment. It's a chance to push boundaries on a stage where everyone is watching.
And in today's world, where everything's so fragmented and digital, that power of a live performance, a shared experience like that, it's more important than ever, I think.
So to sum it all up, Kendrick Lamar, a Pulitzer Prize-winning artist known for challenging norms and provoking thought, is headlining the Super Bowl.
It's a big deal.
It's not just about hip-hop going mainstream. It's about how that mainstream is evolving to embrace something more complex.
And it makes you wonder what happens after this performance, right?
Yeah.
Does this complexity, this social conscience of hip-hop become even more embedded in our culture?
Does this moment inspire a new generation of artists to push boundaries even further? I mean,
the possibilities are exciting.
What we do know is this isn't just a game. It's a cultural crossroads. And Kendrick Lamar is standing right at the center of it, ready to make us think, feel, and maybe even see the world a little differently.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, that's our deep dive for today, folks. We'll be back next week with another look at the stories shaping our world.
See you then, Nit.